Everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, Kenzo. I'm doing good. How are you? Welcome to another episode of Stroking Together with TipsyRoss. Today we're going to be working on this car photo that I found. I think it's missing a few things. And I was hoping that together we would be able to add the things that are missing. One thing I know I want to add. What wig? I don't know what you're talking about. One thing I know I want to add into as a driver. And what I'm imagining for this driver, what I want is, why is it? Oh, I want this. What I want for this driver is I want it to be a big monster that's kind of too big for the car. These signs of road rage. So I'll stroke it together and have some fun. Isn't that right, Ryan?
Oh, yes.
So what I'm imagining here is I'm just going to sketch the outline. Let's see, I think make his head bigger. I think I'm going to give him like a big old head. I think his head's going to be like this big. And it's mashed up against here. Okay, and then his shoulders will be about here, his forearms, and then his hands will be gripping the wheel here. Okay. So this will be him on the other side. I mean, I could even go... Maybe if I went higher with the shoulders... Oh, sorry. If I went higher with the shoulders, I might actually give it that more of a feeling of being cramped. So here we go. Maybe if I put his shoulders like up here. And then he's got that sort of a thing going on. There we go. And then we'll put hands here, sort of a deal. And then this would be his face in through here. You know, and then he'd have like a big eye here and a big eye here. Maybe a big bulbous nose. Some side of grin. And then maybe up and through here, like, he'd have horns that are busting through. Like the tops of the car. Hey Galvos, how are you? How's it going? I think I haven't used orange in a while. So I think I'm gonna give him like an orange head. I'm just gonna start just painting over. Just lightly painting over the lines that I made. Right in through there. No seatbelt. Touch irresponsible. I mean, we can add a seatbelt if people would like. The seatbelt can be added. Right now I'm just working on the monster in general. He's not military, but it's gonna work on filling this in. I might spill over a little bit. The missing part of that, it says no matter he's a monster, we don't. Oh, we don't need no stinking seatbelts. Make him have 3 eyes? I can make him have 3 eyes. I think Dumple Pig might be a little upset that there's another 3-eyed monster out there, but I'm sure you can get over it. I'm just gonna put him in this area. I'm gonna get a little bit thicker with the brush here. So I'm really trying to get out of this is the texture, and then I'm gonna go in with a couple of different shades of the orange to give it more of a fur texture throughout the monster. Lychee, thank you for that auto host. Welcome in. If you guys have Microsoft 3D Paint at home and you want to create your own masterpieces, I did include this very photo in the tweet, so you can grab that photo and either paint along or create a different scene altogether. Now the question is, do we want his, before I change this color, do we see his arms and hands as being a different color? Or are they going to be the same orange? Because if he's just one big orange monster, then I'm going to want to hold on to this color. You see him with like purple arms or yellow arms. Hey, there's nothing to worry about. That's nothing to worry about. New puppet doggo sticking his head out of the open window. Oh, I like that idea. I'm seeing that. Thank you, Leash. So what do we see? I'm going to assume that he has different colored arms since nobody is chiming in. And I'm going to go ahead and darken that a bit. And decrease that. I'm just going to go through and just add little flecks of darker hair. A cat in the bonnet. Okay, we're getting a little bit ahead of where I am. I applaud the enthusiasm, but I'm not going to be able to remember all these things since I'm still working on the monster here. So let's hold on to those. And let's just concentrate. We'll have questions throughout here, like what color do you want things, or do you see anything else on him? So I'm also going to grab a little bit of a lighter orange as well. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that long one there. There we go. That's the fun part about painting. You can do so many different things with it. Okay, so that's going to be his base face color. And then there was a suggestion for 3 eyes. So I'm going to grab like an off-white color. I'm actually going to move into yellow. And give it just a slightly yellow, almost like an eggshell color. You don't want to go completely bright white on this. And I'm going to go ahead and just increase the thickness here because sometimes you just can't be thick enough.
Oh, yes.
There we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the center eye first. See if I can just give him a nice center eyeball here. I'm going to take a little bit of liberty here. And I'm going to make his center eye the biggest eye. And he's going to have 2 smaller eyes coming off the bigger eye. Kind of like that. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the darker color of this. I'm going to shrink down the brush all the way. And I'm just going to do like a slight outlining right on the outskirts of the eye so you can see. I'm going to fix that one on the right. Nice Sweetums. He's not quite Sweetums yet, and Sweetums is more of a light brown, like tan color than orange. So we are veering a little bit away from Sweetums, but he does have that shaggy fur head. So I see where you're pulling that from. we go. Nice Monsters, Inc. Sign him up. His long-lost cousin. Ah, yes. Okay, so what color do we see his pupils? Purple, green, red. Alright, I see a blue. Oh, how about this nice, like, I don't even know what color this is. This is like a bluish purple. Don't want to clash. Let's give him like a nice big. Okay, there he is. And then purple does go well with orange too. I like that color. Just got back from finishing and painting my shelves. Nice. Yes, Chi-Chi on the contrast colors. It is nice. Okay, so now here's where we can have a little bit of fun. What kind of expression do we see him having? Is he angry and I kind of angle the eyelids in? Is he more tired and I can kind of scoop him up like that and maybe put a little couple bags under his eyes? Is he just surprised and I can just do the mouth? You want him road raging? Okay, what color are we going to make his arms? Are we going to go yellow or are we going to go purple? Because I'm going to use that color in his arms to match the color of his eyelids. So what color are we going to go on his eyelids and his arms? I could see like a nice golden yellow. Just give us a few options. Okay, so here, let's see, if I went yellow, it would be subtle. And I would probably do a highlight color of something for like the very edge of the lid. Probably not red, but something like that. There could also be a purple color, like a lighter purple like that. We could go a light blue. This is the blue color. We could even go gray if we wanted. He could have gray arms. I could go a lighter gray. That one's kind of a charcoal. But I could also go, it's a little bit too light. I need to split that. Maybe this gray. That light blue is very nice. All right, we'll roll with light blue. Okay, so we'll go light blue. Okay, I'm gonna make him. It might, let's see, if I cover up part of the eye, maybe a little bit less, but part of it. If it's like that. This is one of the eyelids. Kind of like that. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Kind of helps with that angry expression. And then this one I'm going to kind of just cut straight across. It's going to be kind of even. I'm going to go ahead and just thicken this up. Opposite colors attract the eye better. You have an idea for the horns. Excellent. I plan on it. The horns might actually be the last thing I do on the monster. Okay, so here we go. We've thickened him up again. And then again, what I'm going to do is just grab a slightly darker color of this. And I'm going to lower the thickness and just kind of outline lightly the lid. So you can see, it kind of helps gives it that depth and kind of differentiates the eyes from each other. So there is his not happy expression. And then I'm gonna go ahead lighten that back up. And I'm just gonna start outlining his shoulders. This is gonna be his forearm and through here too. Same thing on the other side. I don't really want to hit over the windshield wiper if I can. Keep that windshield wiper in there. Okay, so that's going to kind of be his shape right there. I'm going to go ahead and raise the thickness here. And we'll fill in all this stuff in through here. Oh yeah. Probably try to grab that orange again and just fray it over the top of the arms again. As well. But this is just going to be his generic arm color. He looks pretty good. What's a pro viewer? A pro viewer is someone who is subscribed to the Mixer platform. So I believe it's, I don't remember how much it costs a month. Somewhere between $5 and $7. And by doing that, you're supporting the platform directly. You get some more perks like extra sparks when you're viewing for interactions. It's $8. You don't have to watch ads on people's streams. If you're switching from stream to stream, there's no ads to watch. I think there's a few other perks, but I'm not quite remembering them. But I'm sure they're listed somewhere on the site if you look up the subscriptions. Yeah, you get a purple name color. Double sparks. Yeah, there's a few. There are a few perks. Also, hi Big Ed, how are you? How's your night going? I change all the colors of the levels anyway. What does that what does that mean? I'm good. Working to the chill music and chill stroking. Nice. I'm glad I can be a work and lurk source for people. Like I have the mods as white. Oh, you can go through and customize them. You hear that, Leech? You've been demoted to white, which I think is less than blue. Looks a little miffed. Yeah, hi Galvas. We've decided that he's road raged. He's not looking too happy. Yeah. I gave the chat the liberty of picking his expression. And they decided road raged. So that's the direction that we're taking it. Here we go. Alright, so there's his arms. What do we want to do for his hands? Are they a different color? While you guys are deciding, I'm just going to go through and re-rough up the edges here so it looks more like the head is in front of the arms. But just create that little bit of a texture overlap. Gonna be happy either if your head doesn't look like a ginger scrotum. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't have to be pale anymore. I would just have like a permanent tan, right? Don't have to worry about going to the beach anymore. What color nose do we want on him? There's red. There's green. Would green go well? I could grab purple. Their color would be good. I think the red would clash a little bit. What a gold. Gold nose. It could be the same color of his pupils. What color are we seeing? Or a cheese ball. Hi, Pyro. How are you? Good evening. What nose color do you see on this monster, Pyro? Kenzo wants a dark brown. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Okay, so if I went dark brown, here's brown. Let's see what this looks like. Let's just say it's this shape. There's a dark brown. I'm not sure, honestly. Dark brown could work. I could go wide. He could have a wider nose. Or he could also have like a longer nose. His nose could go down like this. You could either have an egg nose, it's called an egg nose, or a watermelon nose. They're kind of like the egg nose. Yeah. Okay. Kind of like you, egg nose. It's too light. Split the difference. Okay. And then I'm thinking about maybe giving him, let's see if I grab this orange and I make it darker. Think about maybe giving him a mouth. I have to make it a little bit darker in that orange. It's a little bit too close to the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and make it a darker orange. this color. So he has more of a scowl coming through. And then do we want a couple of teeth sticking up out of this scowl? Absolutely. Okay. So I'm gonna grab just I'm gonna go ahead and just grab like a more of a natural tooth color. That'll work. Make sure my thickness is all the way down. There we go. How about something like that? And then maybe smaller ones. Splitting the difference. Something like that. I like the way he turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and take some more liberty. I'm gonna grab this. See if I can grab that dark brown. That might be harder to do. Maybe if I get in closer. We want the eyedropper. Okay, and do that. Increase the thickness a little bit. I might want to raise this one up a little bit more. This one I might want to go higher. Just to kind of tie the nose and the eyes together. You go a little bit lower on that one. I think he's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. So now we have that squared away. I like the teeth. Thanks, I like them too. Now what I need is a color for his hands. So we need something that is going to contrast against the blue and the orange as he's holding onto the steering wheel. Purple or yellow. Okay. There's also something else I want to do. I gotta make a decision here. So I need to give him a stomach, but I'm thinking the stomach. I think stomach underneath the steering wheel is gonna be like a really light color. He's just gonna have a really light stomach. And then also, before I go any further, I just realized I need to extend this down to the steering wheel. There we go. just going to texture out his stomach a little bit. I'm also going to extend a little bit of the orange underneath, just to create that connecting point. That it goes down. It's not such a hard transition. Kind of marries the two things together, if that makes sense. There we go. Okay, now I need the hands. So I'm going to go either purple or yellow. When I do that, I'm just going to create just going to create the hard, like, arm creases. Okay, so purple or yellow? If I did purple, they would look kind of like this. Okay. If I did yellow, I'm guessing more of like a goldish yellow. They would look more like this. Which color do you like more? I kind of like the yellow. I think I'm gonna go yellow on it. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Let's see if I can clean up these markings a little bit. Let's see if I just grab patch it a little bit. I wonder if that'll look like at a distance. Doesn't look too bad. Got a little overzealous with the paint here. Grab this dashboard color too, just kind of straight line that off. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go back in with the gold. Just kind of fill his hands in here. Just going to fill this whole area in. And then I'll go in with a slightly darker color and kind of define the fingers. We'll go over here and do the same thing over here. There we go. I'm going to make sure this is nice and thin. And I'm going to grab a darker verge color of this. I'm just going to use it to kind of separate the fingers a little bit. It's easier to see him gripping the wheel. Now I'm going to take that gold color. While it's still small, just go in and give it, just rough it up just a little bit. Try and help give the illusion of furry hands, just slightly, so it's not such a clean line. There we go. All right. Kind of furried up his hands a little bit. I'm also going to try adding just a little bit of extra hand on the side and see what that looks like. It looks more like he's gripping the wheel. I'm going to zoom in. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better. Okay. See, I don't know if Kenzo is still here, but he said he had an idea for the horns. Kenzo, if you are still here, I am ready for the horns idea. In the meantime, I'm going to make it look like they're busting through. So I'm going to grab probably one of these colors up here, maybe like the medium-ish color. Kind of create a little bit of a base here for these horns. And then I'm going to darken this color up quite a bit. Kind of layer that in there. Does anybody have any idea for his horns, or what color they should be, or even what shape they should be? They don't have to be perfect spikes coming out of the top of his head. They can be a different shape. In the meantime, I'm going to add more height to that shoulder. this color. Zoom in a bit. Oh, what is that? I'm not sure when this mark happened. But I'm gonna get rid of that. For now, let's grab a classic like horn color. Or maybe there's one like actual horn that's full. There's a full horn. There's maybe like half a horn. As is, they look like pipe cleaners. The horns do? Maybe this one. Maybe that one's not quite a full horn. Maybe that one got broken somewhere along the way. Oh, the silver tinsel. Okay, man, thank you for that auto host. So I'm thinking maybe that one got chipped. He lost the perfect tip on that one. So now what if I grabbed this color in through here? I'm trying to make it look like it pushed through. So it might take a little finagling. I'll make it like it pushed the metal up and out because the horn's busted through. Like it's just kind of lifted. Yeah. I'm trying to like... just trying to like elevate that metal. Doesn't need to be a lot, just enough to... if I raise it just a little bit higher. Maybe something a little bit more like that. I can live with that. Maybe he's angry because he can't turn his head to check his blind slot because his horns are stuck. Ooh, I like that. Character motivation. Why is he so angry? Someone else has to check his blind spots. Do we see anything else about this monster, or are we happy with him and we can move on to something else? I was thinking that somewhere in through here. I wish I had like a straight edge. What would happen if I grab something like a straighter edge? What could I use? Let's see what I have. Oh, I know what I can use. Give me 1 second. Seems pretty good to you? Alright, we'll hold on it then. I'm gonna grab a straight edge over here. Okay. Here we go. I didn't even know I had that webcam effect hooked up. I didn't know I was gonna do that. Now would be a good time to share that there is a Stroking Together stroke book in the merch store if you are looking for an at-home art book. I don't know how well you can see in this lighting, but if you check out the merch store, it's in there. I'm actually going to use this book to hopefully help me make a straight edge with this. Let's see if I can. No, I'm not liking that. I think I want to thicken it up just a little bit. I want to put the point of it right there. Ooh. That was almost it. Just kind of want that in through there. So I want to put a little antenna topper on there, but I'm not sure what we want to put on there yet. If I hold shift, can I make one? Let's see. No. No, it doesn't do that. A Barbie head. Yeah, we can make a face with it's nice like flesh color. That might be a little bit too blush. How about this? About this? Maybe a little bit. If I move it just a little bit darker, just for just give it like a nice round head. I don't like the way that's turning out. I don't want its drawing so goofy. There we go. I'll just fill this in. See how that looks in relation to the pole. That looks pretty good. I can work with that. Okay, but if Barbie were in a monster world, what would Barbie look like? Let's see. Grab this color again and just do some ears. Give her like 4 eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a couple of things just to give her some details. taking some liberties here just so we can move on to other details in the painting. I think that's like a nice Monster World Barbie. Antenna topper. Well, well, well. Little rabbit paws. Looks appropriately terrified of the driving. Good. I was going for. Okay, what else do we see in this painting? What else is missing? Look at you doing the things. No. Look at you. Rabbit, I need some more things to add into this picture. What do you see? What else do you see in here? What's missing? Something hanging from the rearview mirror that contrasts the mood of the dude. Ooh, a hula dancer on the dash. I like that one too. That contrasts the mood of the dude. What do you see as something that contrasts the mood of the dude? So I'll just make like a live, laugh, love. So I'll just make like a little, just like a little chain. Is it as thin as I can go? Yes. That's all I have to do. Or do you want like a peace sign or something like that? I love driving. Steel fart scented freshener. Hello, Alan. How are you? Could you live with a peace sign, Rabbit? Something a little... Because if we did something like that, we could like rhinestone it out or make it something a little, you know, it could be big and obvious. And it could be blinged out if we wanted, so it's... I mean, you can't miss it. But hi, Alan. How are you this evening? What's going on in your neck of the woods? You can pick a different color. We can pick a different color for the... Or I can outline it in something different. In a different color. There we go. Oh yeah. And then what if we took... What, we haven't used green yet, so what if we took green? I just kind of outline the edges. This is the music that he's listening to on the drive home. It's not affecting him at all. I like that mood. It's like, hey man, just chill out. Life's not that hard. Everything's gonna be okay. You'll be able to turn your head when you get home. that. Hello there, Captain E-Rock. How are you? Welcome in. Making a nice contrasting rearview mirror hanging ornament for our road raging, our not happy alien. I mean monster. Sorry, not an alien. He's not too happy. Actually, see something I want to fix. Just not what I wanted. Before I go any further, there's something I want to fix. It's just to make this a little bit more... No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Makes it more unique. You're sufficiently sufficient. Glad to hear it. Is there more that I need to do to this peace sign to bling it out? A smiley face in there? Okay, so maybe if I grab... If I just unbrighten this yellow just a little bit. Not a lot. Or did you want it like? It's too thick for the mouth. That looks great. Yeah. What else does E-Rock, when you look at this, what do you think is missing? What else does he need? With about a half an hour left, Galvos really wants a hula lady. We're gonna have to talk to Rusty Panda. A turbocharger on the hood. Okay. I think I want to do... Let's see what this light pink looks like. I kind of wanted to rhinestone it out. There we go. You're getting it now. Hello, Starry Time. How are you? Okay. I like Hula Lady. I just don't know where I could fit Hula Lady on. Wish there was more dashboard in through here. I mean, I could pretend... We could pretend like the dash is right here. I could put the Hula Lady like right here. And that one will... I want to find something to kind of balance it more on this side. So maybe putting the hula, like creating the illusion of a dash extending this way and putting the hula lady there. What color's the hula lady? I want to make a hula lady monster. Behind every good husband is a good wife yelling hula lady on the dash. So maybe her base color is this color. So if we put... and her legs would be in through there. Got a nice thigh gap. And then one arm could be that way. And the other one could be that way. So it'll be like that sort of a feel. And then we could just give her like a traditional like grass skirt in through here. Make sure we cover up the hula lady's hoo-ha. Something like that. I couldn't get my phone as I was waking up to type hula lady. If you hate the idea, it's Galvos' idea. Way to go, Galvos. Way to go. Okay, so now that I have like the base, I'm gonna go ahead and just fill in her head. Her body, because I want to try to get to that supercharger engine as well for the other one. Oh, I like it. I'm going to fix that up with some texturing. So I'm going to go ahead and take this purple color and I'm going to darken it. So I can kind of get that feel going on. I'm going to go ahead and just add some texture so it looks more like a furry monster. I think I'm going to give her I'm not sold on that color. I want to give her different colored hands, which will just help it stand out a little bit more than just being purple all the way throughout. Maybe just like a lighter purple. I think that kind of works. And then I can grab this color and just kind of go over it a little bit so she has fur over the skin. And then I'm going to take that same color, grab that same color, and go lighter with it. Just kind of fleck it throughout. Okay. Start thinking about what her face would look like while I'm going through and adding little detail-y things. It's the expression on her face. She has 3 coconuts. Because we live in a monster world where give her a little lay here. I'm going to grab a lighter color of this same red. just fleck it throughout. And I'm gonna grab yellow. Just do even less flecks. Okay. And now we need a face for her. And we need hair too. Smiling with a small, long nose. Like a narrow, long nose. Okay. Let me give her... She's just gonna have one eyeball. Okay, and a small, long nose. What, like that? We'll go ahead and give her a smile. I don't know if that'll read from a distance or not. Yeah, it kind of does. Just gonna clean that up. I think I'm just gonna leave her bald. I don't think she's gonna have hair on top of her head. I think that's it. I think she's looking pretty good. Ooh, needs a flower crown. Like that idea. Oops, don't want that. Maybe like more of like a pinkish color. So, is this like a working man, like a taxi or old school police officer with a light on top of the car? Oh. What do you think, chat? How's that? It's an Uber. Let's see. I did a super, I'm just gonna look up a reference. Supercharger engine. See what that would look like. See if I can find some inspiration. Oh, these are very detailed. Let's see. Let's see here. Trying to find one that I can. Let's see if I can outline one. And if I'm feeling confident about the outline, I'll go ahead and add it in. So we would need something. Here's the center of the car. So we would need something like that. And then it kind of blocks down into don't know how it would go like into the car. I want one that's like coming out of the hood as a reference point. I'm not sure how it goes into the car. This might be a little bit too much to add this late in the game. I try to keep these about an hour and a half. I only have 15 minutes left. And I don't know if I can do it. Just cut a hole in the hood. Yeah, but I'm trying to like visualize what that looks like when it's at this angle and all that kind of stuff. And I can't find a good reference. What if we did... Okay. Because I don't want to cover up the hula girl either. So we say that this is... We'll say that's the hole. Okay. And then... Also, like, trying to think in, like, a 3D space, too. As to how that would look at this angle. So if I did the vent thing at the top, and then it just kind of tapered back a little bit. Like that. And then up here would be the, like, 3 circles. And then, yeah, I think I would need more time to wrap my head around how that would work. In this space. I don't think I'm going to be able to add that one. I like it, but I don't have the time to map that out. So I'll work on, did we want to do a taxi or a police car? I can add a light or a taxi sign at the top. That one I know I can definitely do in the next 15 minutes or so. That muscle car one is... That'd probably have to be one of the... I try to do like one big thing every episode and then a bunch of small things. And that supercharger engine I feel like would go under the category of one big thing. In terms of figuring out all the angles and all that stuff on there. It has an old school cop light, and I could put the old school cop light over here just to kind of balance out the roof a little bit with his horns. Oops, I don't need that. Okay, so we could do police lights over here. So my big thing for this episode was, of course, the monster behind the driver's seat. I think we needed a good, like, detailed driver. Clean that up in a second. Here we go. We're just going to kind of fill all this stuff in here. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be that, and then create a little base for it here. Something like that. And then what I want is I'll play with the angle here a little bit. What if I did... Scientology, thank you for that host. Or what if... So I kind of want that cone shape where you have the two lights. You know how it kind of spins around on the inside, and you want that slight inner thing that looks like, where you're like, oh yeah, that's where it spins. So what if I do that? And then what if I kind of sharpen it off like that? Flatten that out a little bit. Like it still needs like one more detail in there. I think even if it's just taking this just kind of muddying up the inside of it just a little bit. So it doesn't look perfect. Look at a police light for reference here. A shine spot. Yeah, that's what I need. Just not sure where to put it. Police light. If I pull up a reference, it'll help me.
Yes, it's good to see you all again. Yet he is no ordinary man.
Let's see here. I mean, it could be as simple as doing something like this. And just having that coming out. Maybe a little bit redder than that, but... Or it could be that the shine... is like here. I made it smaller. I don't know if I'm sold on that color, but I don't know if that reads the way I want it to read. This is all brand new skill set to me. I'm definitely increasing my skill set by doing this every week. In terms of what can I do to make it read. I don't know, how do you guys feel about the police light? I'm not mad about it, but I don't think I'm also in love with it at the same time. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, it's past. It's not the focal point of it. So, like, it passes. But at the same time, like, I'm not like, yeah, look at that police light. you know, it's there. Any other tiny things, any tiny detail-y things I can add while we still have a few minutes on this? That monster's awesome, by the way. Thank you. And thank you, Chad. Chad actually helped me form the monster. I took some liberties in there, like giving him 3 eyes, but colors and stuff, those are pretty good. He needs a donut on the dashboard. Let's see if I can... I'm in my head, I was one step ahead of you, Panda. I didn't say it out loud, but that was my plan. Let's clean that up. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by just grabbing a brown. Just creating something like that, and then maybe do a slightly lighter, like he's taking a bite out of the donut. Definitely a bite missing. Hello, Kenzo. I wasn't sure what your idea was for the horns, but this is what we kind of went with. I don't know if you saw something that I could easily change for it, but that's what they look like right now. There's one full and one kind of chipped off. New tradition, ending the last piece with a painting being some from a dessert. Last week's was cake. This week's donut. I'll just go with the classic pink, like Simpsons donut. Just for time's sake. I might actually darken that up a little bit. Make it pop a little bit more. And I'll throw in a couple of sprinkle colors here. There we go. How's that? I'll ooze that piecing over a little bit more. Fill it out a little bit more. Ooh, crumbs. I'll throw a few more sprinkles in here just because now there's more room. And then might group them closer to the donut. I think it's looking pretty good. Classic old school cop detective on the beat here. The background looks different. I didn't touch anything in the background. All we added was the monster, the horns through the roof, the monster Barbie ball antenna topper, the police light, the hula girl, the donut, and the peace sign hanging from the rearview mirror. Actually, I really like the background of it. I think it looks pretty good. I don't think I would touch the background. I like that blurry, light look. All right, well, last but not least, I need to sign this thing. So I think I'm just going to sign it in this purple color down the corner. Must have been dreaming. I'll just sign it down here. A little bit too big. There we go. All right. Yeah. That bouquet is quality. The bouquet. Bokeh is not a focus blur in the background in photography. Yeah, and they call, when you fake it, it's called a bokeh. Like if I were to take a picture and slightly blur it behind me so that I look like I'm popping more, it's called a bokeh. It's called a fake bouquet. But I think that looks pretty good. Do we have a title for this? We need to title it. And do we have a name for our On the Beat? Any rebuttals? Or are we sticking with On the Beat? Make sure I put this in the right folder. On the Beat is solid. On the Beat it is. Add it to the rest of the finished paintings on the beat. There we go. I'm gonna call it a night. It's 2:35 here. Good night, everyone. Good night, Kenzo. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I think he's looking pretty darn good. Might add... Go doing through some cleanup things. Like his teeth here. That needs a little cleanup. I also want to clean up just a little bit of the fur in here. Make him look a little bit bushier and just kind of fill it out a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Just kind of muss up the edges a little bit. There we go. I'm a little bit happier about that. Overwrite that. There we go. Doing the fluff work. Well, there we are. There's our next painting from Stroking Together with TipsyRoss. We do have some great merchandise. If you like this segment and you want to support this segment specifically, we do have a Stroking Together stroke book that is now in the merch store, and it's actually a really nice book. I mean, it's got... Yeah. So there's a Stroking Together stroke book in the merch store. It's a hardback book. Like, it's really nice. There's also a t-shirt now for Stroking Together, and there's also a mug. But I think that is going to take us out for this evening. We'll be back again next week to grab another photo and add some things into that one. But this one will be added to the collection. So thank you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your hump night. Have a good night, you too. Thanks for hanging out for the chill stream. No, you. No. No, you. Thank you to my executive producers, Adjective Beaver and Leecho. They have the highest level of Patreon and have say in the creative stuff that I do here and make sure that all of my equipment is up to date for all the things that I do here on the stream, make sure everything's running smoothly, so thank you. And thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you like the creative streams that I do here on the channel for $5 a month, you can be a producer of the creative content on here as well. It includes this segment, Tuesday Night Gaming, Hello and Good Morning, and Sunday Funday Monday. All of these segments can be found in the VODs below if you're looking for examples, or on our YouTube has all of the past episodes of every creative stream that has been done on this channel. Also, thank you to my moderators and creative team, Darkside, who's been hanging out with us tonight, Leecho, who popped in, Ziontawa, who popped in. They're awesome people who keep the stream looking pretty in front of your eyes and behind your eyes, so thank you guys. And last but not least, thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next time.
Bye bye.